What's good, everyone? It's your boy Santo G, back at it. You already know, spreading unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, if you're new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell. It don't cost you nothing, and it will help out this channel get in the algorithm. So before we get into it, man, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. Shout out Frenchy Roll Kennels. Shout out Killer Kush. And I also want to give a special shout out to Cali Herbs Los Angeles, man. If you guys want that fire za delivered to you, get at my good people at Cali Herbs Los Angeles. Get at them at Cali Herbs Official on IG. Or if you're one of them people you like going in person, going into the store, into the dispensary, and checking out what they got for you, man, get at my good people at Killer Kush. On Instagram, it's Killer Kush. The little line in the bottom, 420. They gonna get you right, man. Or if you want some exotic Frenchies, get at my good people at Frenchy Roll Kennels, and they gonna get you right. They have all the paperwork, shots are up to date, and everything, man. So today I had another little different one. I had to change up the pace, go back from prison, go all the way back to juvenile hall. And the reason I want to go back to the halls is because recently two of my boys have tapped in. Shout out my boy Vago from Blythe, and I also want to give a special shout out to the homie Husky from Winter Gardens. I was with them both in Unit Y in the compound, and any stories that I said of the compound, I'm pretty sure these people can vouch for it. I know Husky was with me for a good while, and then once he left, that's when Vago landed there. So, you know what I'm saying, both these individuals know me very well, you know what I'm saying. So I also want to give a shout out before I forget. My boy Husky has his own little business. Check out Taco G's on Instagram. I'm gonna put it right here, man. Go ahead and check him out. If you guys are around his area, tell him I sent you. Go buy a hot dog, go buy a taco, and just go support the homie's business, man. He's doing a good thing, taking care of the family, you know what I mean, doing his family thing. So, man, I can only salute that. Salute to you, G. So, I wanted to tell you guys about a riot that happened in juvenile hall. And believe it or not, it started over one of the homies using the N-word. It was some twins from Compton. I don't know if they were from Segundo or Locos. They were from either Compton Barrio Segundo or Compton Barrio Locos. But there were two twins. I don't know if Vago or Husky, if you guys remember the two twins. Were they from Compton Barrio Locos or Compton Barrio Segundo? I think they were from the Locos. But this was in room 40. This was in class. So they had got there to our class and they kept using the N-word. There was black from Compton. I don't remember what hood in Compton, but he was from Compton. I wouldn't doubt it if they were enemies. It was a Compton crip. So they stayed getting into it because the homie kept using the N-word and he would talk loud. So every time, like, say it was quiet, you know how people are talking and then out of nowhere it gets quiet, so the last person talking is like real loud? So that happened and he said the N-word. Hey, I told you about that word, woo woo. So they end up getting into it again. Homeboy's over here talking to the teacher. The homie's talking to the teacher, the black's all the way to the back. They end up talking shit to each other and then boom, they start getting down. And they were twins. So he starts getting down with them and then his brother jumps in. Next thing you know, the whole classroom is just boom, 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 boom. Throwing books, throwing chairs. I just remember, right? I look up and I get cracked from the side. Boom! So I'm right here getting down with somebody. And then something, you know how everything's just in slow motion and you remember certain things? I just happened to look towards the door and I remember there was a black on Tiny Smoke from Hoover. He ends up getting hit with a chair, and it was one of the homies that threw it. Like I just seen, like I seen the chair flying, then I look and I seen it was the homie that threw it. It was like a slow motion. Me and TS, Tiny Smoke, we just ended up locking eyes, and when we locked eyes, that shit hit him. Boom, and it cut him open. Boom, it cut him open. So now I'm in the back. I just see that, and I remember right here in the corner, there was, I don't know what was going on right here in the corner. I don't know if there was a homie getting packed out or what, but I just remember running to that corner, and as soon as I got to the corner, a hura, boom, hit the corner of like coming inside, and just ended up going back. He didn't get me. I ended up going back and then just getting down. They ended up coming, took everybody back to the building, and that was one that was crazy, you know what I'm saying? But in juvenile hall, it wasn't like people were getting stabbed and stuff like that. It was mainly just fighting, throwing chairs, throwing books, stuff like that. You know, that classroom was messed up, and that honestly ended up starting a trickle effect. We were in 40, 41 ended up kicking, and I think 39 and 38. It ended up being like 3 or 4 other classrooms that ended up kicking off. Since they heard that we was getting down over here, they ended up kicking it off. Like right after, boom, boom, boom. It ended up being a trickle effect, you know what I mean? Any of the homies, if you guys were there for that one, man, tap in, let them know in the comments. That one was a crazy one. And, you know what I mean? Juvenile hall, I can't remember ever getting a write-up in juvenile hall. Like, I remember them coming, and yeah, they sit you down, you gotta like sign some papers and stuff like that, like, oh, you were involved in this, but I can't remember anything coming back from it. You know what I mean? To be honest, in juvenile hall, I got caught with a handcuff key. They didn't do nothing. I got caught with a MP3, like a straight MP3 player. I'm thinking I was gonna get a new charge. Nothing. And I remember the homie Shaggy, as a matter of fact, he ended up getting caught with like an ounce or 2 of some scante or some meth, you know what I mean, of some glass. And they didn't even pick that up either. I remember that. That was crazy. The homie straight ended up getting caught with a big old clavo inside his mattress. That one was a crazy one, you know what I mean? Juvenile hall was crazy, man. I got a lot of juvenile hall stories, like crazy stories, man. Before anything, I just want to give a shout out to a couple of people that I remember. I want to give a shout out to Teddy from BPS. Shout out Teddy from BPS, man. From Black P-Stone. Straight hitter right there, man. You guys could check out his story. He's a straight hitter from BPS. Who else was I with? Shout out Trusty from Rancho Park from 18. He was with it, you know what I mean? I gotta give him his, man. Like I said, because of him, I didn't get packed out when I hit East Lake Juvenile Hall. So, big salute to him. Shadow from 18 with the 1-8 right here, and then he got like a 1-8 right here from the south side. He was right there. I'll give him my respect too. Little skinny short fool, but with the business. Who else? My boy Shaggy from AK Locos. My boy Vago from Blythe. The homie Cocotas from Blythe. Who else, man? Who else was right there with me? Shout out to the Rebar Cholo, the homie from White Fence. Shout out to the homie from Linwood Paragons, the homie Oso, and his brother Criminal from Linwood Banning Street. Shout out to the homie Violin from AP, the homie Casper from Pomona Sur Olive, the homie Casper from Little Monsters, the homie Creeper from Junior Mafia. Who else? The homie Shadow from Latin Times Pacoima. The homie Husky from Winter Gardens. Can't forget, what was the other homie's name from Winter Gardens? Fool, there was 2 homies. I remember there was 2 of you. Shout out to the homie Shooter from CFL. Shout out to the homie Silent from CFL. Man, if I forget you guys, man, I'ma just have to think about it and write it down. I just wanted to do a quick little roll call. But that was the story, man, of when I was in little riot in Juvenile Hall. I'm trying to get some news clippings or article clippings of the one in Oklahoma, and I'll touch on that one soon. Till then, man, like I said, if y'all want to win this 8th, win this Cali Herbs trade, go ahead and follow Cali Herbs, follow Killer Kush, and follow me on IG. Send me a screenshot. I'm going to put a wheel, I'm going to spin the wheel, and I'm going to choose the winner, man, at the end of the week. So you have until Saturday, Sunday, man. Okay? I appreciate everybody rocking with me, man. I'm rocking with you too. And you know what I mean? This is just the beginning, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You know what I'm saying? Salud. Until next time. It's your boy Santo G. Let's get it.